This week I'm talking about mindsets, and I've been thinking about my own mindset recently and the way in which I approach big goals. A goal to run a marathon actually turned into running 3 ultra marathons. I think we've all seen those diagrams that show the straight line of achievement and what we perceive that an effort might look like versus the reality. My ultra marathon journey definitely resembled a bowl of spaghetti. I came last in the Village 5 mile race as part of my journey to becoming an ultramarathon runner. It was my first official run after having my kids, so at the time it was a huge personal achievement. But obviously I am very proud of the fact that less than 1% of runners have run an ultramarathon, and I've done it 3 times. Goal achievement is all about perspective. It's where you are now, it's where you want to be, and it's what kind of journey you want to have along the way. So my bowl of spaghetti, that represented some grit and determination, failed runs, one particularly painful fall on ice after Christmas one year, and genuine exhaustion and tears. So researchers have actually looked at a group of ultra runners. They found that ultra runners have a high degree of resilience. What they don't know is whether this resilience was always there, or whether the process of actually becoming an ultramarathon runner and doing the training and the miles actually builds that resilience as we go along. I doubt very much that the 20-year-old in me would have actually signed up for a run that I had a chance of coming last in. In fact, the 30-year-old me wouldn't have even contemplated running a marathon. So what changed? Was it age, experience, or mindset shift? Our goal journeys are huge and complex and massively impacted by our beliefs and mindset. Researchers looking into negotiation found that people with a growth mindset approaching the negotiation table actually had greater persistence and achieved better outcomes. And with the sweet spot seeming to be about choices. And choices really resonated with me as a technique that I use in ultra running. So when I want to quit, when my body's aching, my mind is questioning my own sanity for setting out on such a ridiculously big endeavour, instead of asking myself, should I stop or continue, I'm more likely to think about the choices and options available to me. I've got used to reframing situations. I've trained in all types of weather, but sometimes when you get out there and you're in the middle of an event, then the circumstances are different to anything you've ever trained with. For example, 2 years ago, I ran a marathon on the hottest day of the year. I really had to dig into levels of resilience that I didn't know existed. And the way I did that was to tell myself 1 minute more, 5 more minutes, see how you feel. And rather than looking at myself and thinking I've got to either stop or continue, I was continually providing myself additional options. I now have a list of learned options when I'm running long distance. I might also phone a friend. I've been known to sing really badly down the phone to my friends and have them sing to me. Anything to take my mind off the pain or the difficulty that I am experiencing. I think a lot of runners talk about a state of flow, and actually quite often in running you'll find that when you get into a state of flow the run feels easier, and a state of flow is really difficult to describe. But when you're not in that state of flow, that's when you need the most resilience, because your brain is working overdrive and telling you why you can't continue. For me, at least, reframing a situation and providing myself with a series of options is going to lead to a better outcome. So what if recalling past choices and reframing your mindset into a growth mindset can help you achieve better goal outcomes? One way of thinking about this is that a fixed mindset is very similar to giving yourself an ultimatum. And so what the researchers found in their negotiation paper is that people who head to the table without an ultimatum and with options or choices were likely to get better outcome, and actually they were more persistent. Next time you are working towards a really tricky goal, ask yourself, are you giving yourself an ultimatum? Is that a fixed mindset that you've got? What are your choices and what are your options? I can't really describe how beautiful this is, but look at this field. Literally running through a field of corn is the most beautiful thing that I've ever done. It's so awesome. So I think this is around 51 miles. I might be wrong. But I've got about 2.5 miles to go. I ache everywhere and I'm really, really tired. I'm more than halfway there. Whoa, less than 2 miles to go.